What we are seeing out there in the economy is definitely we see cuttings. Yeah? We also see that we are entering a phase where a lot of CEOs are cautious about spending. But what we are seeing in the tech space, when we talk about building resilient supply chains, when we are talking about here in Davos about fighting the climate change, actually technology is the solution to build the bridges between enterprises, to build these resilient supply chains, to move from average to actual data, to build a green ledger in our systems, to measure sustainability. So no, we in the tech sector, we at SAP, we are very confident about the year ahead.
Oh, that's interesting. I mean, I think we all understand the critical importance of technology in these applications. The question is really, with so much pessimism around at the moment, and with the cost of money continuing to go up, and the inflationary headwinds, are companies going to continue to spend as heavily as they have done in the past, though, on systems?
Absolutely, Jeff. We are now entering, from my perspective, the next phase of globalization. I mean, we had for a very long time negative interest rates, but now actually people still want to invest money, but they really care about where to invest. And again, when automotive companies are coming to us, they want to see how they can build resilient supply chains from the raw material up to finishing and producing the car. They also need to better understand, not only from their direct supplier, about the ESG data. They need resiliency, but they also need the sustainability data. It's about coming together, and technology plays a key role in that. And that's why in the ERP, in the supply chain space, we see really high spending these days, and there will not be a big change in 2023. Absolutely not.
Is that profitable growth for SAP? Because that's been a challenge for your business for a while here. Have you turned a corner on that?
Yeah. 2 years ago, we were, talking to each other, and we said we are entering the next phase of SAP's transformation. We moved the core, the heart of our business to the cloud. We succeeded really well. We saw now 8 quarters of accelerated cloud momentum, and now it's also time to also keep the promise. We always said 2 years, and then we will back to profitable growth, and this is the phase which we are now entering. And next week we have earnings, and there are more news to share there.
Oh, well, that's excellent. We'll look forward to those earnings, but hopefully that's a door that you will step through and never have to re-enter.
Absolutely. The beauty about the cloud is SAP is now much more resilient. We have a high recurring revenue share. We are not so anymore impacted by short-term impacts like the exit of Russia last year, because the resiliency is not only in our business model, it's also now in our P&L, and this is why SAP will now enter a phase of continuous profitable growth.
Let me just ask you about the size of the business for you. We've seen technology companies in the United States begin to lay off employees. Is that going to happen in Europe? Is that going to happen at SAP?
From an SAP perspective, the good piece is when you see accelerated cloud momentum, when you see accelerated growth, SAP is in a very strong position, and we are even investing in certain parts of the area. Now, of course, last year with the exit of Russia, did we manage the discretionary spend more tightly? Absolutely. Do we focus our portfolio onto the places where SAP has to win and where we are placing our bets? Absolutely. But again, SAP is in a very strong position, and we don't see there any need now, for a broader program.